We had just built a brand new gym in the bottom of Grenfell. Obviously, with the tragedy, DIY SOS got in contact with us. And one of the biggest builds they ever did, and it was finished within 9 weeks. What can you say? Still, but there's some good come out of it. Obviously, this for the community. The club is absolutely awash with kids now, bringing them off the street. Obviously, with this time now, with knives and guns and all that, these are the places you need. And Del Youth is a very famous old club. So what happened there could have finished Del Youth, but obviously, like the Phoenix, Del Youth's raised itself again. And please God, when that's done, I don't know, that'd probably end up as a memorial. I can't see anybody wanting to ever be in a place again. There is children here who's actually lived in the tower. I know how I would feel, but they've got another little family by belonging to the club. So yeah, they're getting on a lot better than they were, yeah. This is Del Youth's honour ball. This ball was the only thing that came out of Grenfell. We've got Daniel Dubois down here. You've got George Groves and James DeGale on here. That's the history of the club. Do you remember in these I blocks they used to have bin stores? Remember you had to shoot and they go down? But they did away with that and they just made this bin room. They used to take you down there, and that's where we built the new gym. And it was only in there a little while, and then the tragedy happened. But we've got that.
We work with age groups from KA School, which is just behind Grenfell Tower there. From the ages of about 11 to 13, there's kids getting in a little bit of trouble in school and sort of on the cusp of being expelled. So what we get is like a term programme, so like a 6 weeks programme. What we're trying to do is interact with them, show them boxing, show them discipline, and sort of filter them back into school life, and hopefully that they remain in school instead of being expelled. And to be honest, we've had a full 100% success rate with that last year, which is amazing. A lot of the work we do here as well is with the Grenfell Tower survivors. So I've got a couple that come in once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on how they feel. And it's just a space for them to sort of let some emotion out. They can speak to me as well. They can train. I do one-to-ones with them with the training, but as the school is bang behind the Grenfell Tower, a few of them have been affected. It's not all just naughty kids, it's just sometimes they've had some bad situations that have not helped, and just being here as a support mechanism is a great way to keep them on the straight and narrow. There's some stories that I'll take with me for life, really, and it's stuff that really does affect you deep, does cut deep, and something that you'll never ever be able to explain or comprehend unless you was there. It's such a tragedy, but it's good that we've got something so good in the community that's bringing it up again, you know, because it's a great community and it's good to help as well.
Very, very humbling experience. If you look at the history for the local community, it's a nice start here. George Grove came here, the gal trained here. This young man trained there as well, so it's nice to be open. And it looks like Harrods, man. It looks so posh and nice and clean and bling bling.
It's good. It's like being home. It's home away from home, and I've been through many gyms, but this one really stands out for me as, you know, one that really helped me progress to where I am today. A massive tragedy what happened, but now they bounced back, and you know it's a new day, and as all fighters, you know, they're still here and they're still standing. And it's not every day I get a day off and come out here and do stuff like this, so it's fun, something different. And instead of, you know, there would be a whole bunch of grumpy old men. We we've got kids, and it's good having that vibe, young spirit.
Are you watching? Yeah! last time I spoke to you, Frank, it was ahead of Daniel's fight against Nathan Gorman, and also saw you ringside there. Were you impressed with what you saw?
Very, very impressed. And I'm in the Frank one. I was really going in the ring to walk him in. I got in the ring and my legs and the nerves went. You know what I mean? I started doing the Elvis, like twitting. I watched myself on the DVD, had to turn it off, but he done a very, very good job. Then a number of them kept cool. And he got him with some nice combinations, and before Nathan was chatting this, that, the devil knows what about what they'd done in sparring, that was yesterday. What he done today was unbelievable, you know what I mean? And that was a good performance. How he went in there coolly. I was very, very nervous, man, you know what I mean? Because I'd never been in the ring for that long, for about 20 odd years. And when I went in there, I was twitching, you know, doing the Elvis, in the corner. But he went out there and he done a number on him. Cool, calm and collective, clean knockout, no debates, and he stuck to his gun. He kept very cool, done what he had to do, and the jab and the right cross, what he done, was peach. I call it the sweet potato what finished him off.
It's a great performance, a great night of boxing, and it's in the past now, we've got to move on, but that will always stand out in my memory.
We've got to talk a bit about this next fight coming up. I mean, that's no gimme, isn't it? There's another belt on the line. Yeah,
it's a very important fight, Commonwealth title, so like I said before, I'm collecting the belts, and I'm not going to be denied, and I'm worked very, very hard for this day, so I'm not coming away with second best.
I'm going to try and go to that fight, yeah, definitely. You're going to get me a ticket then, to get me a good seat?
We can get you a ticket.
But free of charge, or have I got to pay for that?
For
no
you, Frank.
VAT.
For you.
I think he's a youngster and he's got a lot of maturity to fill out, but his size and his knockout power, it may seem like they need to rush him, but he's in no rush at all. He don't start developing until he's about 28, so he's got the world at his feet. Seriously, he's in the driving seat as regards of all the opponents, because not being funny, I will put him in against Joshua now, I would put him in against Tyson Fury now. But he needs more experience, more seasoning, a little bit more confidence, and not disrespecting his boxing now. His boxing is unbelievable, his knockouts and whatever he's done, everything he's done. But once he's matured, settled down, get a little bit more experience, learn a few tricks of the games and whatever, you know what I mean? It'd be the full package. And he is the full package now, but it'd be the full package with plus VAT on top of that, and you know what I mean? It'd be unstoppable. Right to the top, you know what I mean? Very, very right to the top, and he's got youth inside. To let him mature. He's not in no rush to be talking about Joshua, you know what I mean, or Tyson Fury or nothing. Just let him mature, let him have fun, learn the trade, get experience. There's no rush for him. He needs to come out of his shell a little bit, crack a few jokes, have a laugh, and he's got the world at his feet, seriously.
Well, I'll tell you what, you two make the perfect double act.
Oh my gosh, little and large, yeah?
Make some noise for Dylan. Let's go, make some noise.